Some of you just might have saw our seminarian, Jeff Tomczyk, here today. He'll be speaking at the end of Mass, so therefore I'll keep my homily short. Hold your applause, okay? I know you want to applaud. But he's here because we're going to have a special second collection. In fact, all the churches in this diocese, the bishop has asked that special second collection, so all of our collectors, if you could do it twice today. The second one is going to be for the construction of the new campus of St. Charles Seminary. So I was just there probably for the last time yesterday. Jeff received what's called the Institution of Acolyte. So what is that? Well, there's really, since our Boy Scouts is here, maybe I'll use this analogy. There's technically kind of 3 merit badges that you receive before you become a deacon and a priest, okay? The first merit badge is what's called canoncy, where you kind of make more of a formal commitment that you're preparing for the priesthood. So when you first enter the seminary, you do a lot of discerning whether you should be there or not. But when you receive canoncy, it's more of a formal commitment that, yeah, now I'm ready to study the theology. I'm ready to prepare myself for the priesthood. So that's canoncy. The next is lector, where now you officially can read. Okay, that's your second merit badge. And then the third is acolyte, where now he can be a minister of Holy Communion. So you might say, well, what's the difference between the lectors here and the Eucharistic ministers here and Jeff? Well, technically, when you're a lector here and you're an extraordinary minister here, I give you delegation to do that. Now, there's no formal thing of doing that, but technically that's what it is. Well, now Jeff doesn't need that anymore, so he can just give out communion, wherever he wants because he's an acolyte. So he received that yesterday, and I was at the current campus at St. Charles Seminary there in Wynwood. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's quite a place. It's over 120 years old. The chapel where the Mass was just absolutely gorgeous. And I remember sitting in there and I was saying, we're never going to build something like that, at least in my lifetime, ever again. We're never going to build something like that. And it's kind of sad, But you have to remember, they're going to move onto the campus of Gwynedd Mercy University, and they're going to build some buildings there and build a new chapel there and new residences and so forth. But you have to remember that what happens inside those walls is what's important. Myself and other priests, we joke about how awful the seminary is and how hard it is. In fact, do you know what the best view of the seminary is? It's the one in the rear view mirror. That's the best view of the seminary, the one in the rear view mirror. And it's hard, but it should be. I was thinking of this last night. If I had a doctor or a surgeon ready to perform surgery on me, I don't want them to tell me that, oh yeah, becoming a surgeon was easy. I took a couple classes, I partied a lot, and now I'm a surgeon. I wouldn't want that. I would want a guy that put hours and hours and overnights of studying and internships and practices and so forth. I want my doctor to go through that grueling process. And for the priesthood, it's the same as well. All of life is hard. Marriage is hard, raising children is hard, going to work and working for a company that maybe you don't care about and having difficult bosses and coworkers, it's all difficult. Life is hard, and the priesthood has its challenges, no doubt about it. It's difficult, but it's also blessed work. At St. Charles, not only did I get some great theological formation, but also spiritual formation. At St. Charles, and this is very important, at St. Charles I learned through the message of St. John Vianney that the priesthood is the love of the heart of Jesus. That is the most important formation that happens within these walls. You know, in today's gospel, Jesus offers a rebuke, a criticism of these current religious leaders during his time, you know, who lengthen their tassels and love seats of honor and love the salutation rabbi. You know, we don't need priests like this anymore, if we ever had them. Maybe we do, you know. But what we need is men who are in love with the heart of Jesus. And so I want to encourage, as you pass on your faith to your children, and I know there's many obstacles out there, there's many voices that your kids hear, you know, as far as how they should live their lives and what they should do. And a lot of times they listen to those voices. But be persistent in your training and passing on the faith, but also encourage. We need holy priests in love with the heart of Jesus. We need religious sisters. I would love to have religious sisters here again. I think it would be great. I think it would even add more to this great parish, you know. But don't be afraid to promote that with your kids. Just offer it as a suggestion and those types of things. But right now, in terms of the seminary, we're moving in a different direction, a smaller direction. But again, the important thing is the great work that they do within those walls. I'm a graduate of St. Charles, Father Kuna is, Jeff is, and the seminarians that we have here, they're good. You know, we're going to have 5 great priests, JV being one of them, you know, hopefully in June. So continue to pray for more vocations, and I'll let Jeff finish what I started here. May God bless you.